Hello, captains. It's me, Tonic TZW, and here with a recently appointed World of Warships Legends community creator, JANKENOMICS. Now, this wasn't a planned collaboration. It just so happened that we both seemed to be going out and farming our Windrose wins. He is in the Nikolai the First, and I'm in the Tier 3 Phoenix. And this isn't going to be like a massive game, but it's not often I drop in a match with a CC. I think they all try to avoid me, to be honest, or they're all different time zones. So I took the opportunity thinking I'm going to support Janks because I know he will support me. And literally, as two players who know their game, we're actually going to do a very good job of it. um, Now, I can't remember what day this was. You might have to have a look at the timestamp on the results screen. But he was live streaming this game. He saw me pop up and he gave me a big shout out on his live stream and asked people to come across and subscribe to the channel. So I thought that basically mashing our two names together to give us the title of JANKENTONIK was probably the best salute that I could give back to Janks for his shout out on his live stream. So if you are a subscriber that's come across from Janks and hit that button, really do appreciate it. We're trying to hit 1,500 subs this year. As much as I'd love to do collabs with people like Janks and things, sometimes the time zone differences are just a little bit too much for me. And I do get the odd weekend, but sometimes I've got so much other stuff to do, I don't always have time to play when other people are. There are CCs that I probably wouldn't collaborate with, but there are a lot of people that I have played games with before. I'm going to say the beautiful Muse, who some people love to hate, but I think Muse is a lot of fun. Certainly speaks her mind. I've seen Spartan in a few games too. We've never done a collab, but we've played together and we've played against each other. And he's battered me in a battleship, and I think I've had him in a destroyer. And when we've had a collaboration where we've been on the same team together, I've played to support him because I know how much Spartan hates bad destroyer players. I wouldn't say I'm the greatest destroyer player. There are other people out there like Bravo Foxtrot, who was an awesome destroyer player. There's quite a few of the good ones out there. I don't always come off the best, but in this game, I'm with Janks. We are covering each other. If we lose our destroyers, I will literally put myself out there to spot for him in the Nikolai first. But we're playing, we're going to keep things spotted while the campers sit at the back. And this destroyer, we'll keep putting shots at it. We'll put shots at any target that we can, and we will keep piling the pressure on. I don't know what shot at me there, but it was a very big splash behind me, and I was watching Janks do a sort of really aggressive push, and I was thinking, okay, if he's doing an aggressive push, he's going to need a little bit of support so that he isn't the only target out there. I mean, look at this. I'm on I was on 710 damage. I've just tripled my damage in like 3 salvos, so we're not doing too badly, but we are targeted, so we're going to kite away and just keep plopping the shots out there. This was purely to farm wind roses, and I know that that's going to run out before too long. But what I would like to say is sometimes it's fun to go back and play ships that you haven't played in a long time. And this low tier stuff, a lot of people say, oh, you're out there, you're clubbing seals, and it's new players and you're not giving them a chance. But actually, if you look at the stats of some of these guys, there are people down here who constantly play tier threes, tier fours that have literally got thousands of hours. I was just picking a ship, playing a game, getting a win, move on to the next one, and they weren't all wins because down at this tier, you have got a lot of new players, and there are a lot of new players who really do want to get in a fight and get into a battle and earn the XP to progress their ships. We get a fire on something there. Oh look, we're up to 5,500 damage. What a huge, massive damage total we've got there. But there is the furry taco, and we are going to keep the shots on him. Very, very floaty shells on this. Should I start calling it the bearded clam? No, I think the furry taco suits better. But here we go. Janks absolutely clattered that battleship that is behind the island, and I'm very wary of him pushing through. So I'm going to push in. Here we go. It's the Rio de Janeiro. And I'm thinking, not quite in range yet, but we're going to keep on that furry taco. Watching for this Rio coming round, we're going to turn into this island, pushing past it, making sure that he can't get his guns on us. And all the while, we're putting fire onto that furry taco out there. We're keeping him on his toes, but I think the carrier's going to pick up a kill here. Yes, he does indeed. There's the torpedoes. Now, what I'm doing is I'm pushing in. I know that Janks has got his guns ready. Look, he's here. And if you watch on his live stream, he's going to pull a 180 and come back just to be sure that we get rid of this battleship. But I'm watching from coming around the corner. I've only got about 30 seconds left on my sonar. And I'm thinking, either way, he's going to come round. He's got to come round this corner. Let's keep creeping forward. And I'm telling Jenks that that's exactly where he is. So even though we aren't on voice comms, what we're doing is we are using the mini map and we are using the comms wheel to communicate with each other. And it just proves that something as simple as that is an effective means of communication when you're playing with other people. Even better is using voice comms, calling out, talking to people, saying hello when you start the game. I have got a rather bad clip today where somebody took a complete rage on me. But here we go. We're baiting this Rio into the corner because he's expecting to be able to completely dev strike me. It's not needed because the torpedoes are there. One hit, one flood, one kill. We'll take it. Now we are going to do a good job here because even though we do have a lead, that lead is going to be whittled down. And at this kind of range, I've got no hope in heck of being able to drop shots onto that guy. But it's not going to stop us from trying because every hit point off that destroyer is going to make him rethink his game. And I'm watching for my sonar coming down off cooldown. We're going to push forward into the cap, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to screen for torpedoes for Janks as he comes in behind me. So DD disappears. I can't remember if our carriers. Yes, carrier is still in the game there, but these guys are going to get absolutely battered and disappear back to port. Catching my breath for a moment. I could really do with another cup of tea. Have I got one? That's gone cold. Tell you what, I'm going to have a sip anyway. So we know there's a destroyer out here, and we know roughly where he is. Our carrier is still going to continue to put pressure on him, but all the while we are going to continue to push and get into this capture point because points or caps are king. Every cap is 3 points every 5 seconds. Every cap you hold, the longer you hold it, it means you have to kill less ships. And that is why some games end before you kill all the ships. I'm spotted. Pop up on the comms wheel. Tell Janks that I'm spotted. So basically, I'm looking at the minimap, seeing where my detectability ring is. And now I'm going to slow down because I've got a minute before my sonar comes back. And what I don't want to do is to push into the destroyer. We've got our carrier up there. He's got planes going round. We can see there's a cruiser shadow behind that island. He hasn't been spotted in a long time. And I think he's basically rage quit when he realizes that the game is over. But we are going to push forward. There's the torpedoes. and I keep those spotted for Janks. He's got more than enough time to turn out of the way of those. I'm keeping an eye on where the carrier's got his planes for where the destroyer is, trying to keep this island between me and the cruiser that's potentially behind it, and basically giving a broadside and trying to bait that destroyer into firing his next set of torpedoes at me. Now I've got sonar available. Now I can start to push. I know where the guy is, just thinking that cruiser might come out from behind that island. We are spotted, but we haven't taken any shots across the top yet. So we don't know if that cruiser is still in the game or if he's waiting for an ambush. But there we go. T-22 out there. We're going to bang some guns out. We're not going to get the kill. Carrier gets the kill. Absolutely beautiful dub. The trick, if you're a destroyer player in a capture point, is to keep moving. Watch where the planes are coming from. Again, there's the sonar, gives us plenty of warning of the torpedoes. Janks has got like 5 days warning of those torpedoes coming towards them. We have supported each other effectively, we've communicated effectively, and we've put guns on target. And we are going to finish this match with a win. Janks is going to absolutely clobber that guy, and I am going to give him the coup de grace to finish the match off. But I know that Janks on his replay is just turning his turrets and he's blind firing kind of across the top here at that guy. And we're going to see them go in. There we go. And I'm like, well, I'm reloaded. Let's get it over and done with. Job done. So literally 30,000 damage, by no means a huge damage score, but what do you expect at tier 3? But the candle on, or no, the icing on the cake was the fact that we literally finished with 10 XP between us, and Jank spotted that, and he thought it was quite amusing too, I think, and gave us a big thumbs up. So appreciate everybody that's come along and watched this one. It's great to be in a game with a guy like Jankenomics. Keep an eye out for him. If he's on the red team, stay away from him, because otherwise he'll be adding you to his kill list. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Goodbye.